It's 2 a.m. and you just yelled at your baby. She goes quiet and looks at you. Now you feel awful. What you do in the next few minutes matters more to her than the yelling did. Hawaiian families have a practice called ho'oponopono. Don't worry about saying it. It just means making things right again. When something broke between two people, you didn't ignore it. You went back and fixed it on purpose. Here's the part that surprises people. In that way of thinking, the mistake isn't the disaster. Leaving it alone is. A bad moment sits there like a knot until somebody goes back and loosens it. So they always went back. Sarah snapped at her baby in the kitchen one afternoon. She heard her own voice go sharp and felt sick. 10 minutes later, she came back and picked her up. That coming back is the whole thing. So here's the answer, plainly. Losing your temper does not ruin your baby. What shapes your bond is whether you come back afterwards and make things soft again. Scientists call the hard moment rupture. They call the coming back repair. Ed Tronick studies babies at the University of Massachusetts, Boston. He filmed mothers and babies for years. He found healthy pairs are out of sync about 70% of the time. Not the bad ones, all of them. Your baby can't understand the word sorry. So repair isn't a speech, it's your face going soft, your voice dropping low, your hands slowing down. Face, voice, hands. She reads those long before she reads words. That is the entire ritual. This practice nearly disappeared. A Hawaiian scholar named Mary Kawina Pukui wrote it all down in a book in 1972. Family workers in Hawaii still use it today. So this isn't folklore, it's a working method with rules. Now the science of why repair lands. In 1980, researchers DeCasper and Pfeiffer tested babies under 3 days old. The babies sucked harder to hear their own mother's voice. They knew her sound from inside the womb. Sarah's baby was 6 months old. One evening, Sarah slammed a cupboard door too hard. The baby froze mid-babble and stared at her. Sarah crouched down, breathed out, and smiled. The baby started babbling again within seconds. That's the whole mechanism. Your baby knows your voice better than anything on earth, so she notices its shape. Sharp and fast reads as danger. Slow and low reads as safe. Tone is the only language she has. At the University of Oregon, Alice Graham scanned 20 sleeping babies aged 6 to 12 months. Angry and happy voices played through tiny headphones. Even fast asleep, their brains lit up differently for the angry ones. Now hear the important part. The strongest reactions came from babies living with constant fighting at home, not from babies whose mom snapped once on a bad Tuesday. The pattern shapes the brain, not the single moment. At Bar Ilan University in Israel, Ruth Feldman measured mothers and 3-month-old babies together. During calm, connected moments, their heart rhythms lined up within a second. Your body sets a rhythm hers can borrow. Feldman's team also found something useful. A mother's touch lowered how strongly babies' bodies reacted to stress. So a warm hand on the chest often works faster than anything you could say. Skin talks when words can't. Sarah lost it in the checkout line. She snapped out loud and her baby's face crumpled. In the car, she said nothing. She just laid a hand on the baby's chest and breathed slowly until both of them settled. Here's what your baby actually learns from repair. Bad feelings end. Somebody comes back. That's a huge thing to learn before your first birthday. Later, it turns into her own ability to calm herself down. Tronick found something else. In ordinary play, mothers and babies fall out of step and come back together roughly every 3 to 5 seconds. All day long. Your bond is built from thousands of tiny repairs. In 1975, Tronick ran his famous still face test. Mothers held a blank expression for about 2 minutes. Babies smiled, pointed, screeched, then turned away. When the mothers warmed up again, most babies bounced back quickly. Your baby has repair moves of her own. Tronick listed them. She signals with a cry or a reach. She looks away to take a break. She sucks her fist to calm herself. Watch for those. Take the 3 a.m. feed. She won't latch, you're exhausted, and your voice gets hard. Repair here is tiny. Put her down safe. Shake out your shoulders. Come back with a softer face and start the feed again. One night, Sarah put her baby down harder than she meant to. The baby's eyes went wide. Sarah stopped, sat on the floor beside the crib, and hummed until the crying softened. Then she started bedtime over. Meal times break down fast. She throws the bowl for the 5th time and you snap. Repair looks like putting the spoon down, wiping her hands slowly, making eye contact and smiling before anything else goes in her mouth. The car seat is a classic. She arches her back, you push harder, and everyone ends up shouting. Once she's buckled, stop, stand at the door, stroke her cheek for 10 seconds before you drive anywhere. In public it's harder because you're also being watched. Do it anyway, quietly. Turn the stroller to face you. Say her name gently. Nobody else needs to notice. She's the only audience that matters right then. Age changes what repair looks like. With a newborn, it's almost all body. Hold her upright against your chest. Let her hear your heartbeat. Newborns can't follow your face yet, but they feel your breathing change. Around 4 to 6 months, her face becomes the main channel. She'll search your eyes for information. So repair happens mostly through your expression. Get in her line of sight and let your face go warm first. By 9 months, Sarah noticed something new. After a tense moment, her baby would crawl straight back to her leg and look up. That's not clinginess. That's a baby attempting a repair and waiting for the answer. From about 9 months, she starts checking your face before she acts. Researchers see it constantly. If your face still looks angry, she hesitates. Repair matters more now because your expression has become her map. Mean. When repair goes right, it's undramatic. Her shoulders drop, her breathing slows, she makes eye contact again, maybe sighs. Sometimes she goes straight back to whatever she was doing. That's the signal you're looking for. When it doesn't happen, it's quiet too. She stays turned away. She won't meet your eyes. She goes very still. One missed repair is nothing. A habit of missing them is what researchers actually worry about. What if your partner was the one who snapped? You can still repair. Pick the baby up and be the calm body in the room. Babies borrow steadiness from whoever is offering it at that moment. Some days you're too flat to feel warm. That's real and worth telling your doctor about if it lasts. Meanwhile, do the mechanical version. Sit near her. Slow your hands. Warmth often arrives after the action, not before. So here's the ritual, step by step. Step 1 happens before you go near her. Sarah stands in the hallway and breathes out longer than she breathes in, 3 times. You can't hand over calm you don't have. Step 2, get lower than her. Kneel, sit, lie on the floor. A big body standing over a small one still reads as threat, even when your intentions are lovely. Height does half the talking. Step 3, fix your face before you open your mouth. Unclench your jaw. Let your eyebrows drop. Babies read eyes more than mouths, so soft eyes do more work than a forced smile. This takes about 2 seconds. Step 4, drop your voice about half as loud and half as fast as normal. Not a whisper that can feel strange, just low and slow. This is the single most powerful part of the whole ritual. Step 5, say what happened in one short sentence. Tell her your voice got loud and that it was frightening. Naming the trouble out loud is the first move in the Hawaiian version too. Naming it starts the untangling. Step 6, say sorry anyway, even though she can't understand the word. It changes your own tone instantly, and she hears that change. Owning it out loud comes before anything else. That order matters more than people think. Step 7, offer your hand and let her choose. Sarah holds hers out and waits. Some days her baby grabs a finger straight away. Some days she needs another minute. Forcing a cuddle turns repair into pressure. Step 8, stay about 30 seconds longer than feels necessary. Most parents leave the moment the crying stops, but the settling happens after the noise ends. Think of a kettle cooling down rather than switching off. Step 9, wait for her signal that she's back. A long look, a sigh, a hand on your face, a return to playing. She will tell you the repair worked. You just have to be still enough to notice. Step 10, close it properly. In Hawaii, these sessions ended with a clear finish, often food shared together. Yours can be smaller, a kiss on the head, a silly song, something that tells her body the trouble is over. Step 11, let yourself off the hook. Hawaiian families believed forgiveness had to be given once it was asked for. Carrying guilt around all evening keeps your body tense, and your baby is still reading your body. Step 12. Late repair still counts. Sarah once snapped at bedtime and only came back to it at breakfast, with slow hands and a soft voice. Her baby settled anyway. Hours later is far better than never. Now, 2 myths worth killing. The first one says babies are too young to remember, so repair doesn't matter. Wrong direction. She isn't storing the story. She's building an expectation of what usually happens next. The second myth says apologizing to a baby makes you soft. The opposite is true. She's learning that people who make mistakes come back and fix them. That's how she'll handle her own mistakes later. And forget the idea that good parents stay calm. A British doctor named Donald Winnicott said babies need a good enough mother, not a perfect one. Tronick's 70% figure says exactly the same thing. One common mistake, though. Sarah used to apologize while her jaw was still tight, then explain herself for a full minute. Her baby only got the tension. Repair works when your body has actually changed, not your vocabulary. So here's the thing to carry into tomorrow. Your baby doesn't need a mother who never loses her temper. She needs one who always comes back. The coming back is the bond. The rest is just weather. And if you want to know what happens in her brain during those quiet moments in between, when nothing dramatic is happening at all, there's another video waiting for you right here. Same science, gentler side.